How's it going, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel, and today we're going to be on the F-150. We got to replace a rear door actuator, and I'm going to show you guys how to install it and fix it. So, let us get into it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have not seen my stuff, please go down, like, and subscribe. But today, we're going to go outside and work on our F-150 truck that we got. We are going to be replacing the rear door actuator, the locking mechanism. It actually it went out a few days ago. So when I hit the remote, it doesn't lock or unlock, and you have to reach all the way around just to unlock it from the inside, just so the door won't lock. So we're going to replace it, and we're going to see how we get it done. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're at the truck. We got our tools, and I'm just going to show you what we got. So we got a whole new replacement one from Amazon. So we got everything we need to replace it. Hopefully everything works out the way it does. But we're going to go ahead and start taking this off. We got to pop out this here, and we got to pop out, actually this is a little different. So we're going to try and work this one because this one's a little different from the passenger door I did with the speaker. So let us get the camera set up, and then we're going to just take this off. Okay guys, so we're going to start by getting this little piece out. If you have a little pick tool, you can do that. So we're just going to get behind it as best you possibly can, however you can. So let me grab my little pick here. Sometimes a little bit more brute force usually works. So let me grab my pick and do this. Just gotta find that spot to let it get it out. It's kind of tricky. Alrighty. I also don't want to break it either, but it's not giving me much. There we go. Whew. That's rough. Alright. So we got that. There's nothing down in here. So we got screws here, and we got two on the bottom. So I believe this one was a 7 or 8. It is an 8. Alright. So we're going to take our 8. Let's get it off. These things are tough now. Alright, so we got that out. Same bolt. Alright, then there's two more down at the bottom. There's a screw here, and there's a screw here. And I believe those were my little tiny little ones. I gotta get down there. Alright, it's my 6mm. Alright, we got one here. We got one down here. All right. We're gonna come back up. And before we can lift this up, we gotta pop this off. We'll grab our plastic tool. Just pull. There's the other nut right there. All right, let's get this nut off here. All right. Now we should be able to just lift. So take our hand, nice and firm. Get you guys nice and firm and lift. Pretty easy. All right. And if you come over here, don't forget you have these wires here. Then you have these. You got a power wire here. I used to think you got just one. So just take that and if you can squeeze it, take it and pull it, and that comes out, makes it a little more relaxed. And then you have to get these out. Let me go and grab my pliers. All right, so take our pliers, squeeze the little tab. Sorry I can't show you, but you get my drift. There's a little green tab here. You just squeeze it, and then you try to get this piece out. All right, just pull left, and then the door comes off, and there you go. Okay, so now we have to peel this off. Get to the actuator part. Try not to rip your whole entire thing off, if you can help it. Wow, there's a toughie in there too. Some more of this off. Okay. Alright, I see what I gotta get to. So we gotta we got a clip here. We got a power clip I'm gonna declip off. Let's see, right here. It's a power clip, the power that powers it, and then this is clipped into it as well. But we can take that off once we get a chance to get to it. So we'll leave this on. But right now, the issue that we are going to have is with the actual door locking mechanism. We have to take that off as like a little tab. Looks like this. Looks like this. We got to pop that off so that way we can take it off of the actual framing piece. It's not always easy, especially where it's sitting at. So and I wish I could show it to you guys, but I'll show it to you when we get out. But if I can get my hand in it, I might be able to get it popped off. Let's see. Here, let me go get my light real quick. Alright guys, so we're back. Sorry I couldn't show you, but we got the clip off. It's actually really quite easy. I use this little pick, and you stick it in and you push it out, and then that actually would get the clip off. So we already got the clip off, which is good. So now all we have to do now is just get everything else off. So you got, and I'll show you what I had to do to get it off, since I can't show it to you. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get these clips off. So just take your little tool and help loosen it. Like that, and then lift it again, like that, and then now we're ready to get this thing out. So what we need to do now is we need to come over here and get these 3 bolts out. I believe that it is a 25. I'm gonna go with 25. It is. Yep, it's a 25. Just a T25. So we're gonna get this off. Get them cracked. Because this, I think this is the original door mechanism. All right. I only say that was because I had to crack it. All right. We're gonna get these off. There's one. Yeah, these are original. These 2, because I got a little Loctite on them. And then here comes the 3rd one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold on to it. Hold on a second. All right, so we're gonna hold our hands onto this, and then we're just gonna lift to give it some less stress on it. All right, just like so. Then we can twist it off. All right, then our piece should come out. All right, so we're just gonna pull this thing out. It's gonna be kind of tricky because of this rod here, but gotta see if we can wheel and deal it around this stuff. I may have a stuck one. This window bar right here is in the way. So, and this tab is not exactly letting it come out. So, let's see if we can give it some oomph. There we go. Ish. Alright. Alright, so that's gonna be tricky. How we're gonna get that out. It's got a little black tab like this that's hitting the window frame bar, not letting you get it out. So what we're probably gonna have to do is loosen these bolts to let us get more of it out. So let's see. All right, so see if we can try this one more time. I feel like we could get it if we just finagle it a little bit, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna budge. So we're gonna have to get this bolt out and maybe this bolt out, and then let it loose. Don't really know if that's gonna work because that's gonna mess with the window track. You know what? Maybe we can get this bottom bolt out and push it just enough to get it out of the way. So let's try that. Yeah, we're gonna get this this bottom bolt here out. That'll loosen the bottom, and then we can probably push it, and then we can get it out and then get a new one back in. So we're gonna try that first before we take off the whole entire thing. So a little bigger than that. All right, so we take our 10mm. That should give us enough room to move it. We'll see in a sec. If not, I may have to loosen some of the bolts just to make it a little easier. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so what you do is you loosen this bottom bolt and push this frame back, and then when you push it, make sure you get your piece out. Get it down to where it's like, okay, hold up. Oh, it's still not letting me do it. Alrighty, get back in there. Okay, we're gonna have to loosen some more bolts then. We'll loosen this one here. We're not gonna take it off, we're just gonna loosen it. We're gonna loosen this here. Let's see if that works. I don't want to take this whole entire frame thing off if I can help it. Almost there. Just gotta get this tab from the window thing out of the way and we'll be good. Almost. Oh. Almost there. Okay. It's a struggle and a fight too. Wow, this thing really wants to fight. It's winning. Got it. Ish. These bars. Okay, hold on. I might have to do a little more bending than I intended to. Hold on a sec. Alrighty, so we're gonna have to do some finagling here. That didn't work out the way that I hoped that it would. Alright, let's go ahead and take the whole entire bolts off. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's gonna go nowhere. So take the bolts off. Alright, let's try and see if this is going to work. Yep, that worked better. And then now it pops out. After all that finagling, then it pops out. Alright, so we got it out. So now that we got that out, now we're gonna have to put it back together. Goes like that. So, alright, let's get this piece off and get the new ones on. Alright, so we just popped this one off. So everything just goes right back in this hole right here. So you just stick it in, get it flat, and then get everything back in its track, and then push down. Right here. So get that down, get it under the track, get it right in here, and then push down. Well, it's supposed to work that way. Oh, let me straighten it. That might help. Oh, there we go. Take a little bit of force, but got it. Now that's back on there, as you see. So there's this little pin. You pop this little pin out and then pull it up. And you see the little track in there. It's in there. So this is good. So now we're gonna take this off and replace it with the pink one, because this one's broke. So just take your pair of pliers, grab these ears, squeeze the ears and let them fall through. And there, it's out. And we'll take the old one, squeeze the ears, pull it out. Make sure we get it lined up right. Push it back in. There you go. So this is how I stuck it in, is basically this little tab opens like that, so you just go that way and it lifts up. And then boom, there you go. So now we're ready to stick this back in. And then what we need to do now is just take this rod. This rod goes right in this hole right here, right in this hole. So you stick it, get it in, let it work its way, wiggle it in, and then lift and turn, and then boom, there you go. Now we already got it. So now this goes all back in to, yep, everything looks good. So now this can go all back in. So we're just gonna shove this up first, get the path going. Or actually, what we'll do is we'll actually do this. We'll go a different route. Let's see if we can get this to go the way that I want it to. So we're gonna stick this in first, get it to fall down enough. A little bit lower, a little bit lower. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. All right, let me try it the other way. All right, let me lift this back up. Get this back out. Come on, don't break. Okay. Okay. So stick this up in the hole first, then get everything in there. I want this cap. Then get everything in it. Get it down in there. This thing's gonna be the death of me, I know. Oh, there we go. All right. And then we get our thing in the hole. Get it lined up. Lift it back up. There we go. Just like that. Boom. Now we're back in business. So we got it in here. We'll leave it sitting here for a sec because we gotta line up our bolt holes. And we'll just get this just to hold as a holder so it doesn't fall. Hopefully it doesn't fall. All right. So now that we got that, let's go ahead and get our window bolts back in its place. Make sure we're getting the right bolts. All right. Okay, that's in. Get our bottom bolt in. I think this is actually the wrong bolt for this hole. Okay, let me get our bolt back in here. And now we'll get our bolts back up. So we're getting all these 3 bolts back in. Make sure our window doesn't go anywhere. Right. All right, our last final bolt here at the bottom. All right, good. So we got our windows back in place. Put a clip up here. Just drop my tool. All right, so now we're gonna get our 3 bolts back in place, or pieces back in place here. So put it here, stick it up. Get our hole started, or bolt started, sorry. All right. All right, go ahead and get them going. All right, so now we get these tops. All right, just gotta tighten these up just a little bit more, so nice and snug. All right, that's tight. That's tight. All right, that's tight. There we go. Now, before we go ahead and get everything going, we want to see if this is going to work. So hopefully, with me adding power to this, we'll see if this will actually work on the door. So we're going to put our power cord, back in and plug it up, and then hopefully it should work. Maybe it needs to work with the actual plug-in on this side. Alright, it very well may need this plug-in here. So we'll go ahead and do the full Monty and get everything all plugged back in. Alright. So we'll go ahead and get everything all snug back up. Get all of our liners and stuff back into place. Alright, now that we got that back in place, let's go ahead and get our door panel piece back on. So, get our power cord, or get our door piece back in. Pushed. Let me get this last wire in. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to pop this off again because this is gonna give us some problems. Actually, hold on a sec. Oh, never mind, we got it. So it's gotta be tucked up under this door piece, which is not exactly an easy thing to do. Wow. Well, that's a bad piece of technology right here. Alright. So let's see where I gotta go. It's just hard to get this tab up in here. There we go. You got it. There we go. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try the door now. Let's see if this works. Nope. Alright, I was afraid of that. So, it is not the actual actuator, it is actually the actual wire in the door. So we're gonna have to pop that off in a second, figure that out. I was afraid that was gonna be the issue. Yes. Alrighty, so I was afraid that was going to be an issue. So there has been told that it is not the actuator itself. It is actually this little piece in here, this little harness. This right here. Sometimes the wires can be destroyed, so you have to pull this off. So it's somewhere in this wiring in here that the wire could be stripped. But you gotta get this boot piece off first. Okay guys, so we're back. We're almost getting ready to get this door on. There is an issue with these, the wiring harness right here. Supposedly there's a video where a guy, he takes the wiring harness to actuate the doors to basically he resplices them, because he was saying that in this crevice here it can get pinched, so that would be the issue. So but I did some research earlier on this video before I did this door, and I did find the whole entire harness that you can replace the whole entire harness from the pillar of the door all the way in. So we may end up doing that. I'm gonna look and see if there's a fuse for it as well. Maybe the fuse is just blown. But I haven't really tried the window. So if the window works, then it's not the window, it's actually the door part. I have not tried the window, so I probably will try the window and see. And if that's the case, then it isn't. Then it isn't the whole entire harness. It's just those wires going to this door mechanism. So what he did was he found those 3 wires, or all the wires, and he respliced them. Now the only problem with that is that it's better to find where the pinch is. That way you can resplice it instead of cutting and resplicing it, because that may not work. So I'm gonna do some more research on this, but basically it may not even be the actuator, because I remember him saying that, and I was gonna take that chance and just replace it and find out for sure, because my worry would be to replace the harness, fix the harness, and then the actuator was the bad part. So I really didn't know which one it was, because he said he did that. He replaced the actuator and then it still didn't work, and then he replaced the wires and then it worked. So basically in order for me to exhaust that issue, I needed to replace it to make sure that it did not work, and then that lets me know that it's the actual harness, which in case Intel, it is the actual harness. So it's not the speakers. So if the window works, then it's just those wires. Now the only problem is just trying to figure out where is it pinched. That'll be the problem. I have to unravel this and figure out which wires are pinched, and if I can find the wires that are pinched, that'll be a win. So we'll do that in another episode. We'll tackle this. Right now I don't really have the the time to really get into it right now. So we're going to do it in another episode. I'm going to do some more research. I'm going to take it apart, and then we'll come back with another video on it. So stay tuned for that. But now let's finish getting this door fixed. All right, guys. So we're going to finish this door. We got it back on the panel here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our bolt and get it up here in this crevice up here. And then we will take our wrench. Oops, wrong one. Then we're going to go ahead and tighten this up. So I feel kind of bad that I ordered that piece, but I'm kind of glad that I found out that that was not it. So, all right, so we're going to put this back in here. And we're just going to pound on it. That's good. All right, then we're going to get our bottom pieces. Since we got our screws, we're going to get our bottom screws back on. Hard to see. All right, and then the last one is this one right here. So hopefully this doesn't break on me. Now we got this all buttoned up, and then now just put our tab back. So make sure you get them lined up, get them in there, and just push. And then we're done. We're good. Well, guys, that's it. The truck is done. We didn't really get it to work because the wiring is messed up. There was a guy in a video that I watched, and he actually had the same issue. He replaced the door actuator, and then it still didn't work. But then when he messed with the wiring harness from the door to the pillar, that was the problem, and he fixed it, and it worked. So what we may have to do is we have to put a multimeter on it and see what wire is bad. If we don't want to do that, we'll just replace the whole entire harness in the door, because they do sell it online where you can buy the whole entire harness and replace the whole entire thing. Then we could do it that way, and then maybe later figure out where the crimp was, and then we kind of have an idea for the next time that happens on that store. But guys, that's it. We are done. It's working good. I love the truck. Just have this few little bit of issues, but not a big problem. It comes with it comes with the territory. So it's not a new truck. It's a used truck. So you take it as you get it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good and blessed day, and I'll see you on the next fix. Until then, peace.